Okay, guys. Everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Roger.
Perfect. We're going to get started. The things that you need to require are you do need to have Evemon downloaded and installed. Evemon, and also obviously TeamSpeak. If you can hear me right now, that's good.
Yeah, I installed Evemon and I imported my character through that API.
Perfect. That's the next step I was going to suggest. Well, not suggest, require everyone to do.
Oh, I need to figure
What
out how
did
to
I do? Yeah.
get my API again then.
No problem. I'll tell you how to do it very easily. So load up your Evemon,
Okie dokie.
and then just go to File, Add API Key,
Dokie.
and then just click on Evemon Features. Do you see it in blue?
Yes.
Yeah, so what access mask do you need? And you may as well have the advanced features for yourself. And at the bottom it says to create a basic and advanced feature link, click this link.
Rightio.
Click it, log on,
Wonderful.
create your API, and obviously then just insert the ID and the verification code in.
Is
So,
this real time or is this a snapshot?
this is real time. It will update every hour. Very useful, every hour of course.
That's quite alarming, actually, looking at my skills.
In what way is it alarming?
Half, well, like near enough 50% of my skills are in gunnery.
Oh, good. Good. Mine are, let me check. Obviously Spaceship Command is the most for me, but other than that it'd be drones and leadership.
Yeah, I think Spaceship Command takes up like almost 25%, if not a little bit less.
You can see if you go to Tools at the top and go to Skill Pie Chart, it will show you a little pie chart of your skills.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
And my Spaceship Command is a third.
Okay, now.
Hold on, just bear with me. The Steam logon's being a bit of a bastard.
Alright, I'll give everyone another 30 seconds or so to import their API.
Almost. Oh, I feel like I'm racing. Come on. Okay. There we go. Right.
Alright,
Does this thing show skills that exist that I haven't plugged in yet?
we'll be talking about that in a minute. Absolutely it does. Let me show you all that it has to offer, and actually I'll show you just a touch of what it has to offer. We'll save the advanced stuff maybe, but for the time being let's just look at the basics. So let's go back to it now. I hope everyone's got their character loaded up. Now I have a lot of people's characters loaded up because a lot of people share with me their API. It really helps me to train them, because if I don't know your skills I really don't know what you can fly and what you should do. And obviously I appreciate those that share it with me. So let's make a plan together, and this is how you use Evemon, and this is how it really will help you. I'd like everyone to go to the plans menu and click new plan, and we're going to call it test plan.
What if it's greyed out?
Shouldn't be.
Is.
The plans menu.
There we go. Test.
test plan. You get this new window appear with 6 tabs, and at the moment the skill browser tab is highlighted. Is that correct?
Yes.
Where am I looking for that?
Have you gone into the? You got
Yeah,
follow on?
I've gone plans, new plan. I've got the little box with end name for this plan.
Test plan.
Yeah,
Then
done
press
that.
OK.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, I caught up.
Alright, so you've got this. Now this, on this skill browser tab, you can search for every single skill in the game and it will tell you how long each skill will take you to train. You can also filter it by attributes, or whether you already know it, whether it's untrainable, or even if it's trainable on a trial account only, because there are certain skills that are not, you see. We're not going to do that for the time being, because I use it all the time to search for individual skills, but we're not going to do that right now. What I want us to do is set some crazy goal. Let's pretend we have a goal. A lot of people have a goal to, for example, fly a... let's think a...
Well, I've got a crazy one right there.
What's that? What's your crazy goal?
Fly my fucking dreadnought.
Okay, well that is absolutely crazy because you ain't got a dreadnought, but we'll pretend.
I do.
Okay, that's even more crazy. What ship type is your dreadnought?
It's Amar. It's
Amar.
Revelation.
Okay, so let's actually search. Go to the ship browser, everybody. And we're going to do this with all your characters. This is what's a test plan. Go search for a
Take the Dreadnought as a battleship.
Dreadnought's above a
It's a
battleship.
capital ship.
Go to Revelation and do a search for Revelation in the ship browser. So click the ship browser tab and search for Revelation. Just type in Rev and it will appear.
It's a big bastard.
Revelation. Oh, okay, it's a capital ship.
It is indeed. So have you found it in the ship browser? Just click on it
I
once.
have.
Don't do anything with it. Just click on it.
1 trillion, is that what that says? Funny. It's a Dreadnought, was it a battle?
Yeah. Now in the bottom right, can you see it says required skills? And it's got a few listed, and it's also got a time below there. One at a time. Tell me, what is the time it lists?
97 days.
Dilla?
84 days, 17 hours.
Blue? You can type it in the fleet. 103 days, wow.
Fucking hell.
That's okay. For me, it's actually 76 days.
That's not bad.
I know, but it's not good enough. But we're going to add that. We're going to pretend this is our crazy plan. Now, that is the absolute minimum skills to fly that ship. Not even fly it very well. It's not the guns or anything. Just to fly the ship. What I want you to do, though, we're going to go crazy. Click on Add All to Plan in the bottom right corner. And then just click on OK. Now, we've added that to our imaginary plan, our test plan. I would like you to click on the Plan Queue tab at the top. Plan Queue tab.
Which one?
The Plan Queue tab. There's 6 tabs: Skill Browser, Certificates, Ship Browser, Item Browser,
Oh, yes.
Blueprint
Sorry.
Browser. There's also, yep, Plan Queue. Now, you should see all the skills required that we've just added to our plan. For me, it's added the 76 days worth of skills. And for
How
you,
it's still.
has it added all yours for you, Fermi?
Yep.
It's got a list.
Looks
and
like it.
very often you will want to rearrange that list in order of priority. It's just done it in a random order. For example, I personally would train all the quick skills first, so I'm getting immediate benefits first, and I'll train the longer skills afterwards. There are certain skills that you cannot train before. For example, click on capital ships 1, and you will find you cannot move it higher. You can't move it above Spaceship Command 5 because Spaceship Command 5 is a prerequisite for it. However, a Mar battleship, I could move that all the way to the top. A Mar battleship 1, I could move all the way to the top of the plan. I could start training that right now because there's no other requirements for me to train it. Obviously, it's different for you guys because you guys have different skills already. Okay?
Right. I have to do a Mar frigate too before
Perfect.
I can do anything else.
That makes sense because I've already trained all the Amar skills, so I don't need to do that.
Trained all the frigates to 1.
The point is, you've got your imaginary queue. Now this is how you improve it. So let's pretend, now this Dreadnought's a crazy idea, but let's pretend it was your idea. You want to maximise your time training it. You don't want to spend 80 days training it, 103 days training it. Let's see how we can improve on it. The first one is implants. Now, well, first of all, let's look at what information we've got. First of all, a lot of the skills you'll notice require perception as primary, and secondary is willpower. Can you see that? Perception and willpower.
Run the prime again. How do I get to implant?
Well, let's not do that yet. First of all, let's just look at this: perception and willpower. Can you see a lot of the skills require perception and willpower? Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Oh, I see. Under primary and secondary, guys.
That's right. Now that's really important because the attributes a skill requires affects how long it takes to train, shall we say. If I had really high perception and really high willpower, all those perception and willpower skills would be a lot quicker to train. Look at the skill points per hour column and you'll see that it'll all be slightly different values depending on the attributes of that thing and depending on your current attributes and implants. And obviously you want to maximise the skill points per hour column to maximise how many skill points you get per hour and you know how quick you can do these. Now I always tell my new members to get implants. I'd like you to click on the button implant calculator at the top.
Rightio.
And it should show you all the 5 skills, and it should show you if you've got any implants in already. It should say implants, it'll say +0, or it might say +1, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. Does everyone have their implant calculator?
Yeah,
up?
I'm all +2.
You can't see that button at the moment, Blue. The implant calculator right at the very top, on the plan queue.
See where the select plan is in the top left corner? Along that bar, come over to the right, you'll see it.
He's found it. Right, so I want us to imagine now a +3 implant is about 10 mil. It's, you know, to you guys it's a lot of money, but I would like you to turn every single one. Let's pretend we put a +3 implant in each one. And you will notice as you raise them all to +3, you'll notice straight away there'll be a difference column appear, and it will have difference with calculated attributes, and you'll see some of those times will drop by a huge amount. You'll also see the SP per hour column will go up because you've now got implants in. Well, in particular, if you raise your perception, your willpower to +3, that will go up by a significant amount. In actual fact, you will notice it says at the bottom of the implant calculator, for example, 7 days, in my case 11 days, 11 hours faster than current base. So if I had no implants in at all, and then I put in +3 in every 3 +3 implant, it would save me 11 days of training. Okay?
Rightio.
Yeah.
I actually go down to 69 days training. Or something along those lines.
I would come down to 74 then.
From what?
84.
That's lovely. I mean, 74 to 84, you're talking more than 10% training time. 10 days of your life saved just on +3 implants. Now that's 50 mil worth of implants. I will tell you this, you could also take down the charisma down to 0, because I bet you wouldn't need a charisma implant, because I bet you that makes no difference, because none of the attributes used in this training queue are charisma. Probably could drop either memory or intelligence a little bit, and it wouldn't make much difference either. Perception, willpower definitely make a huge difference in this type of training plan. So the first thing that's what I want you to be aware of. That's what implants do. I mean, Blue straight away uses 11 days. He's saved himself 10%, 11%. And that's what implants do. Implants will save you a lot of time training, so you want to get them early. And as Fermi has learnt today, if you die in a pod, that's when you lose your implants. But if you lose your implants, buy new ones, especially in the skills you're training. Right now, I'm only training leadership skills, so I've only got charisma and willpower implants in, because the primary is charisma, the secondary is willpower. Don't need any other implants. And if you've got a huge training queue, you may want to look through the queue and think, well, do I need to have all the implants in right away, or can I just put in 2? And that way, if I do lose my pod, I haven't lost all my implants, I only lost the 2, and I'll just rebuy those 2 until I've trained that skill and I've moved on to another attribute. Okay?
Some of your earlier emails about a halt make more sense.
About what? Sorry, Fermi?
You sent me an earlier email about skill training.
Did I tell you to install implants?
Not in that email, but you could tell me what's in.
Well, the next step you would do to improve would be to organise your attributes. Now, your character starts off, and unless you've changed it, and some people have, your character starts off with a roughly balanced attributes. It starts off roughly 20 in every attribute and 19 in charisma, something along those lines, or 17 in charisma and 18 in everything else, but it's all balanced. And they can be changed, and they can only be changed once a year. So it's very important. If I switch my attributes, for example, to charisma, and then decided to do this skill plan, it would take me a lot longer to do than if I'd planned in advance and thought, oh, I'll switch my attributes to perception and willpower, because that would that saved me time on this plan, this incredibly long plan. So I advise you guys not to switch attributes too quickly. However, you do want to switch them eventually, and this program will help you make that. Let me think how I can explain it. Well, let's try it out. So close down the implant calculator, and now go to the Optimize Attributes tab at the top. One thing you guys should know is you actually get bonus attributes. You can change them 3 times. You can change them once normally, and that will start your 1-year timer. And then you've got 2 booster bonus ones that you can change at any time you wish. So it's not too awful to change your implants, change your attributes, but consider, just make sure you don't waste it. That's all I say. Now let's see how attributes could affect the skill plan as well. So can you click on the, as I said, the Optimize Attributes button, and the middle one, attributes that would be best for the first year of this plan. Click it.
Sorry, why am I looking for this for?
Okay.
At the top next to the implant
Optimize
calculator,
attributes.
Optimize Attributes,
Seen.
and in the middle
Second from
button,
the right.
and the middle button. Do you see that?
Yes.
Now it's told you already. It says, based on test plan, the best attributes would be, and it probably put them all in perception and willpower. Tell me, what has it put them all in for you?
I'm on to perception's gone up to 27,
Yes, all in perception, all green in perception.
and 4 boxes in willpower.
That's all your unassigned attribute points. Probably will have done the similar to everyone, because
Yes.
all those skills almost use perception and willpower, as you can see. Yep, exactly the same for blue as well. And you'll notice it says for me, current time, and this is not including any boosts or anything like that, it's taken out the implants that we put in. So I've gone back to 76 days, and it says with these attributes, however, it would become 57 days. Well, how much time has it saved for you, Dilla? At the bottom.
10 days.
10 days, another 10%. Imagine you'd save 10 days of your implants. 10 days if you had the right attributes, you could save yourself 20 days of your 80-odd day skill plan. We're talking about 25% almost saving, yeah?
So really,
Yeah, I do 14 days.
all these implants, they stack up, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Mm.
So,
So really, you could get this done in 5 days.
what, the whole queue? The whole thing?
Yeah.
Well, no,
If you had enough money for the implants, yeah.
well, no, imagine you had the maximum implants you can get is +3 in the plus 5 in the game.
Alright, okay then.
Yeah, so if you could get a plus 99, then maybe you could. But such a thing does not exist, and if it did, I can tell you how much money it'd be. Well, it'd be priceless in the game.
Yeah, I was going to say it'd be a lot.
In actual fact, I have seen a plus 15. It's on new accounts and it lasts for 7 days, and it's like a special bonus. Speeds their skills training like I'm a crazy person. But you could actually play with that a little bit as well. You can lower down the willpower, lower down the perception, and put it into memory, and just see how you can play around and see how would you remap it differently.
Wow.
Now that's the basics of Evemon. How do I do it for me? Well, I actually have about 6 different plans. I have Odyssey plan, which is my current skill plan, which was actually leadership skills. I've got a hacking plan, I've got a freighter plan, I've got a hot dropper plan, I've got a logistics ship plan, I've got how to build something because I'm an industrialist as well. I've got a plan, I've got all these different plans. I can load them all up and I can just, play around with it and think, oh, when the time comes, because in September I get my next attribute change, what shall I change to? The secret is, however, for you, Dilla, you might think, right away, well, let's switch straight away to perception and willpower. The problem is, you'll find that you won't just be learning these skills. You will suddenly suddenly tell you, oh, let's do an incursion fleet, and you need to learn this skill instead. And that will be, and that might not be a perception and willpower skill at all, and it'll take you ages to learn just because you haven't got any attributes at all. Which is why I don't recommend new players change their attributes at all. Not for a little while. What I recommend is you actually make yourself a 100-day plan, if not more, of really essential skills, and we'll do that right now. And 100-day of essential skills, just so that if you ever get bored, and this is really important, if you ever get, people always come to me all the time and they say to me, "What skill do I train next?" I don't know. I don't always know what everyone's characters are at, but I can give you some skills that everyone should know. And if in doubt, be training one of these skills and you won't lose out. So we're going to delete test plan. So I'd like you to go to the top left where it says select plan and just go new plan again. We're going to call it the essentials plan. Call it essentials plan, okay? Let me know when you've done that.
Right, yeah, I'm there.
I'm there.
Yep, I'm good.
Once again, we've got a blank plan. We're back on the skill browser. Now the game has certificates. I'm going to be lazy and we're going to use the certificates because these are actually very useful. It does get you the essential skills, and Evemon allows you to look at certificates as well. So I'd like you to click the certificate tab, please. Third one along. I'd like you to open the core tab. And then you see these core skills. If you click on, for example, core capacitor, you'll see which ones you have not completed, and you can actually expand it on the right side and see what skills does the core capacitor basic consist of. For example, you need to have energy systems to 3, energy management to 3, and energy grid upgrades to 2. The core capacitor standard, you need to have it a bit higher, and the core capacitor elite, you have to have it at the absolute highest level, yeah?
Right, yeah, yes.
I absolutely recommend you right click core capacitor and you click plan to, and you plan it to elite. Core capacitor is so essential. I know there's some long skills in there, but that's worthwhile having on your plan queue, your essential skills queue, so at some point you get around to training those core capacitor skills, okay?
Right, yeah. Next.
I would strongly recommend you have core navigation to standard. So right click core navigation, go to standard. You have core fitting to, I probably would say go up to almost improve, but I will say core fitting to standard for the time being. And do that for core fitting, please.
I'm just going to go ahead and put mine on improved. I already have standard.
Perfect, if you wish to. Core integrity.
It doesn't look like it's saving them.
I've gone for core competency standard.
I haven't got core competency standard because core competency requires you to have core targeting standard, and I don't think core targeting is very important to be at a standard level. But you're
sorry, each time I click on them, the one before disappears.
How do you mean?
Well, I just did plan core fitting
Yep, right click on it,
and
plan fit core fitting 2, and click
but the
standard.
other ones are gone. Like
Well,
core capacitor is gone.
how do you mean it's gone? Sorry.
I don't see it on the list anymore. Each time I click on the next,
What you so when you click on core targeting, core capacitor disappears?
yes.
I don't know why that would be. Can you not see core capacitor on the left side at all?
Oh, sure, I see it on the left.
Well, yeah, because obviously you're looking at the next one. You don't have to look at them all. You can only look at one at a time. And so when you click on a new one, you're looking at the next one. You can always go back once you've planned it to right click on it, plan to standard, and then we can move on to the next one. It's in your queue now. Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. If you wish to check, go to your plan queue, and it will be in your plan queue. Okay.
Oh, okay. There are other things.
Go back. Yep. Go back to certificate. And so anyway, you got core capacitor added in, core navigation added in, core competency. I would have that at basic if anything. Core integrity have at basic at minimum, and core fitting probably standard. Okay.
Why is basic greyed out?
Because
Right.
you've already got it.
Doesn't say.
You might already have that.
I already have there is a red X next to it, so
Or it could be that you've already planned it to standard, which already covers basic as well. So you can't plan basic and standard.
haven't though.
Which one are you talking about?
Integrity.
So right click on core integrity and just click pan core integrity to standard.
Right, yeah.
Right, that's done. And as I said, I'm just going through the important ones, okay? Drones, open the drones tab. Drone control standard. No excuse not to have that for any race. Even Caldari and Mimnatar don't often use drones. Amar do actually, but Galante definitely do. But there's no excuse not to have drones because drones are free DPS. Drone control standard means you get drones 5, and it means that you actually get Tech 2 drones, and in particular you get good damage boost to your drones. So definitely have drone control at standard, okay, in your plan. Yeah?
Right. Yep.
Yep.
Have drone control basic. Sorry, have not drone control. Have combat drone control basic. Combat drone control, I meant.
Got the standard one in because I've already got basic.
Perfect. If you wish to go up to standard, that's fine. We're only making a queue, as I said. I haven't got a lot of these. Well, I've got these at these level, but I haven't got much higher level myself because I'm a bit of a jack of all trades character. Now, unless you're a missile guy and you're going to absolutely focus on missiles, my advice would be you go turret. Oh, sorry, I've got into gunnery section now. Gunnery section. And my advice is you go turret control standard.
Turret control, you say?
Yep.
Got it. I've got that already. Should I do
Perfect.
improved?
No, I wouldn't even say do improved. I'd just say leave it. You've already got it.
Thank you.
I've already got standard. I'm not going higher than improved, higher than standard yet.
For the missile people, what would you go for?
For the missile, not in gunnery, but in the missiles tab, I'd have missile control standard. No excuse not to have missile control standard. Okay. Now the beautiful thing about the gunnery, I'll talk about gunnery, but the same applies for missiles. Turret control and missile control, those skills are just general skills, and the list of skills under that certificate just benefits all missiles. Then you have to start deciding, well, what ship are you going to be flying? If you're going to be flying a battleship and you are flying a Galante or Caldari battleship, you'd use hybrid turrets. So you might want battleship hybrid turrets at basic. However, if you're going to fly a frigate, you might want frigate hybrid turrets at basic. And if you're going to be using lasers, because you're around Mars ship, you might want battleship laser. Battleship. Is it laser? I assume.
Or the beam and pulse.
There should be battleship, pulse turrets, or no, battleship energy turrets. That's it, a basic. Pulse turrets are very advanced, so we won't worry about
Hold on. Where are we going?
Well, it depends what your skill is.
Hybrid turrets.
So right click battleship hybrid turrets and have that basic.
Right,
I have frigate hybrid turret like basic.
If you've already got battleship hybrid turret basic, that's awesome.
I'm gonna roll with
I just
cruiser
have
turrets before I move on to battleship.
Dilla, you're thinking of battleship already, so go battleship energy turrets basic, okay? Because you're a Mar.
That's already in.
Good, good. Okay, that's done. Obviously, if you're Minotaur, battleship projectile turrets basic. And if you're missiles, someone was missiles, I can't remember who now, but you may well want to be, actual fact, I'll probably advise you be cruiser. Let me think about it, hold on. Yeah, maybe cruiser launcher control basic. And, yeah, cruiser launcher control, or blast launcher, battleship launcher control basic actually. Yeah, battleship launcher control basic, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you go wrong with that.
You're throwing too many things at me.
What's that, sorry?
You're throwing too many things at me.
I'm not throwing anything at you, because you're doing, what ship do you fly? What race are you?
I am a Kaldari, but that was a
Battleship hybrid turrets basic then.
battleship, hybrid turrets.
Basic. Yeah. Now guys, I hope you haven't been adding everything I've been listing, because otherwise you're going to be getting the skills that are not relevant to you. If you're Kaldari, battleship hybrid turrets basic. If you're Minotaur, battleship's artillery turrets. If battleship trajectory turrets. If you're Galante, battleship hybrid turrets basic. If you're Amar, battleship energy turrets basic. And also if you're a missile person, Kaldari missile, then battleship launcher control basic. Okay? If you've added the wrong ones, I don't know how to remove it from the queue, to be honest. You can't just right click on it and remove it from the queue. So you're going to screw yourself up, because you're going to have this crazy ass queue and you're going to be training stuff that's not relevant for you. So you might want to redo it afterwards. Right, that's done. Navigation, have high velocity helmsman at basic.
What? To what?
Under navigation, high velocity
Oh, I'm
helmsman.
already there. Cool.
Basic, yep. For those that want to do exploration, there might be a few of you who want to do exploration. Let me know. You want
Oh yeah, you give me the bug for that.
Yeah, you want cartographer basic, absolute minimum cartographer basic just to start off.
Wormhole basic.
What?
No, we don't want to generate wormholes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's for people that like to go in wormholes and.
No, it's not. No, that's not going into wormholes. That's generating wormholes. That's to do with jump freighters.
Ooh.
Right.
Now I want to be able to do some mining and
Mining.
also,
We'll do that.
creating things.
We can do that. Open up the harvesting tab. Harvesting tab. For those that want to do mining. Resource harvester. Resource harvester standard. I would suggest if you want to be a miner. I don't, but if you want to be a miner, definitely resource harvester standard.
Okay, what else?
Just that for the time being. You might want refinery foreman at some point to refine, but not now. Finally, open the starter professions tab. Now, this is a combination of different professions. So if you really wanted to be a drone soldier, the Galante Military Special Forces leaves loads of skills for drone controls and stuff like that. It's a combination of certificates. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay.
Engineer sounds interesting.
Which one?
Kaldari engineer, Kaldari
Indeed.
prospector.
Kaldari
Chuck
engineer.
North.
Now the engineer, let's have a little look at him. Kaldari engineer. When I can find him. There he is. So he's got skills which allow him to manufacture stuff. Something that I do a bit of. That could be interesting. If you want to get into manufacturing, that'd be one to look into. research and manufacturing. If you want to be a miner, prospector might be quite interesting because it's got refining skills in there, although I still don't recommend refining yet. I can do the refining for you. I'll even give you your ore back. Free of charge. Okay, but anyway, we've made our queue. The point is now, go to the plan queue and tell me at the bottom how many days does it say to train the whole plan.
Oh my lord.
102 days, 22 hours.
How many days?
102.
And how many, Dilla?
85.
85.
Mine is massively high.
So, I mean, this is it. We've got this crazy ass queue, but now if you get bored, we've got them all planned up. I'm going to add a few onto mine, just so I can, because at the moment mine's blank, because I've got them all ready. So I'm going to add a few just random ones onto mine, just so I can join you in moaning. Alright, there you go, my imaginary queue is now 27 days. So, next thing I would do is this. Click the training tab button, training time button, and sort it in order of descending. So you have your quickest skills at the top, longest skills at the bottom. Note, it will not always work because some skills are prerequisite. So in actual fact, you will still need to, even a shorter skill might still be after a longer skill because you need to train the longer skill beforehand. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you should now have, and this is how I do it, I think, well, now I've got all my easy skills, all the very, very quick skills at the top. All these essential skills I've just told you are essential. And at the top, you've probably got some skills that are only going to take you 15, 20, 30 minutes to train, yeah?
Yep.
So now, there's no excuse sometime for you just to train all those skills, and they'll just give you immediate boosts straight away, all the quick ones.
That does make it look a lot nicer, actually.
Yeah, it means you're gaining straight away. I mean, for example, on my imaginary queue, straight away I'll be able to start opening more market slots. I'll be able to do this. I'll be able to do that. What's the top? List me the top 5 skills of yours, dealer.
Engineering electronics upgrade 3. No, sorry.
Okay.
Electronics upgrades 3.
Alright, so electronic upgrades 3 immediately means that you'll be able to equip stuff to your ship. It'll take up less CPU usage, so you'll be able to fit better stuff to your ship. Next one.
Energy systems operation level 4.
That means you're going to have more capacitor. Next.
Energy grid upgrades level 4.
More capacitor.
Long range targeting level 4.
You'll be able to target an extra 5,000 meters or whatever.
And engineering level 4.
Engineering level 4 means you're going to have more hull, I think, or armor or something or another. Possibly it's hull, or maybe it's
Power grid that.
Or double click it. Anyway, the beautiful thing is double click it and it will tell you. It will go to the skill browser and it will tell you. What does it tell you engineering level 4 does?
Basic understanding of spaceship energy grid systems, 5% bonus to power grid
Perfect.
output per skill level.
And don't tell me you never run out of power grid when you're designing ships. So there you go. Straight away, quick, immediate benefits, really easy. So they'll be worth. They're essential skills that are going to be quick for you to train. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Now we're not finished yet. The last one would be go back to your implant calculator and put +3 and everything.
Hold on. I tried to print and I think it just crashed.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
It will save your queue. And also, Fermi, make sure you didn't add all those random skills. You only added the gunnery skills that are applicable to you, okay? Remember those?
How's that again?
Remember you was getting confused at the certificates.
Oh, right. I wasn't adding them. I was just waiting.
Perfect. As long as you didn't add what you don't need to do. That's what I don't want to waste time on, yeah? So, go back to your,
Dang.
implant calculator, +3 and everything. What do you get?
I
Still
saved
quite a
myself
lot.
11 days.
Nice.
Saved myself 17.
Not
How do I
bad.
get back to my plans?
Select
Copy
plan,
skills
top left.
on-
Blue saves 9. Yeah, select plan. Plans, and then you should be able to select it straight away, yeah?
Sorry, how was that?
At the top, have you opened up Evemon?
Yes.
Now plans at the top,
Plans.
and then you should have essentials, yeah?
Hold on. I have to click on my character.
Oh yes, you do.
Essentials. There it is.
Lovely. And you're back to your plan queue. Click on implant calculator. Now, +3 is a 10 mil each. Dump for charisma. I bet you. In fact, charisma does possibly change a few skills. It depends what it is. Maybe not actually for what we picked. But you'll notice that you can, just +3 implants. That'll be 40 mil. Will save you 11 days. Now, 40 mil is a lot of money. So let's lower it down to +2 implants. +2 implants is going to be 5 mil, perhaps 4 mil each, and that's going to still save you a huge amount of time. So you cannot neglect implants. Okay?
Roger.
Now, that's what I want you to take away from there to start off with. The last thing out of curiosity, go to Optimize Attributes and press the middle one again.
Ah, okay.
And what does it suggest attribute-wise you should have for your plans?
Perception and
Intelligence and memory.
Just intelligence and memory? What about other people?
Perception and intelligence.
Okay,
General intelligence and some memory.
alright. All intelligence and some memory, you say?
All intelligence and 4 memory.
4 intelligence, 4 memory, and what's the rest in?
All
all
intelligence.
And then the rest memory, okay.
Yes.
See, it's slightly different for everyone, because everyone's got slightly different skills. And this is why I say, and because this is only an essential skill queue, you're going to be, you know, some of you are training up stealth bombers, some of you are still training up battleships, etc., which are not essentials, but you're still worth training. I just don't think it's I don't really recommend that you dump your attributes yet until you exactly know what you want.
Things will change, obviously, along the way.
Absolutely, and this is just so. Click on Reset to Current. One thing I would do now, if you reset to current, it should have set it as something like this. It should have set like 2 in charisma and 3 in everything else. Is that right?
Yes.
Unless you've changed it already from the default.
Yeah, which is what I...
Have you reset to current? Click the button Reset to Current.
Yep.
2 in charisma, 3 in everything else, yes.
I've got...
That's fairly balanced, and the game's fair in that way because charisma is the least used, so it's glad that it gives you 2 less in charisma to start with. The only thing I might consider doing for you guys is possibly dumping charisma down to 0 and putting those extra 2 that you save perhaps in perception and intelligence, because they seem to be the most used. Perception and intelligence does seem to be the most used, and do that right now and just tell me how much time that would save.
4 days.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm
If I dump
slightly
them
different
both
to those
into
two.
intelligence, it's 3.
Yeah, but perception is very useful for when you're learning new spaceships, because all new spaceships are perception and willpower. That might be the only change I would do, and that's up to you. I leave that completely up to you. That might be the only change I would do. Because the only thing you do want charisma for is when you learn the social skills. Go to your skill browser. Can you see skill browser?
Yes.
And can you organise it? Hold on one second, let me work it out. Mine's not organised at all.
I gotta go.
No problem. Of course you have, Fermi. Off you go then. I've recorded this anyway, so you can watch it later and I'll send a link out for it, okay?
Okay. Is there a way that I can save this? Oh, it's saved though.
It's saved already. Play with it. Make
Okay.
a huge queue. Look at the
Is
ships.
this important to Eve?
Not important to Eve. Oh, it does not important to Eve. You've still got to change it manually in Eve. Nothing can interact with Eve. You've got to do it yourself, okay?
Okay, got it. Thanks. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Thank you very much.
Take care, Fermi.
Bye.
Right. So I want you to go to the skill browser, and do you see on the left all the skills: corporation management, drones, electronics, etc., etc., etc. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. The only one that I'm curious if you to open is a social tab. There's about 8 skills in there.
Right, yeah.
They're the ones that do depend on charisma, and you might want to get social up to level 3, connections up to level 3, something like that. And they're the only ones that would be affected by you dropping charisma a little bit, but I don't think they'd be affected majorly. Obviously, leadership does require a lot of charisma skills, but you guys are not going to be leading fleets yet, so again, I don't think that's an essential. Okay.
Roger.
The one reason why I would change, okay, I've told you now I don't think you should necessarily change your charisma down. The one reason why I would change it down is because your 1-year timer will not have started yet. I almost feel like you're wasting your 1-year timer when you can change your skills by not, because I know you've got 2 free changes, 2 bonus remaps they're called, but you've also got your timed remap, and it will start your timer as soon as you do your first change. And so you may as well, the one advantage, you might want to start your timer earlier. just so at least it's time ticking by. And then you've still got 2 bonus remaps if you do need to use them at any time. So, I hope that helps everyone in just the idea. If you want to fly a ship, you can go ship browser. Awesome thing. I like this. If I give you a loadout, you know how I email you guys loadouts all the time? I say to you, I'll fly this ship, and I give you this Tech 2 loadout.
Yeah.
If you click on the loadout import at the top,
Seen.
and you copy in an EFT fit in that I copy to you, you'll be able to instantly, it will make a plan for you.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Which uses those, so when I do give you a Tech 2 thing, what first thing you do is change it to Tech 1 so you can fly it right away, but you might want to see how long would it be for me to actually be Tech 2, fly that ship as it's meant to be. You'd be surprised. Yeah. You'd be surprised. That's it. Blueprint calculator browser is useful for when you're trying to manufacture stuff. Sometimes you need certain skills just to manufacture stuff. And that's really